Hello everyone, welcome back to the next video. So TypeScript just published a blog saying that they have made it 10 times faster. Let's go through it. If you want, you can watch this video as well. So what they are saying is the core value proposition of TypeScript is an excellent developer experience. As your code base grows, so does the value of TypeScript itself. But in many cases, TypeScript has not been able to scale up to the very largest code bases, and developer working in large projects can experience long load and check times and have to choose between reasonable editor startup time or getting a complete view of their source code. We know developers love when they can rename variables with confidence, find all references to a particular function, easily navigate their code base, and do all of those things without delay. New experiences powered by AI benefit from large windows of semantic information that needs to be available with tighter latency constraints. We also want fast command line builds to validate that your entire code base is in good shape. To meet those goals, we have begun work on a native port of the TypeScript compilers and tools. The native implementation will drastically improve editor startup, reduce most build times by 10x, and substantially reduce memory usage. By porting the current codebase, we expect to be able to preview a native implementation of TSC capable of command line type checking by mid 2025 with a feature complete solution for project builds and a language service by the end of the year. You can build and run the Go code from our new working repo, which is offered under the same license as the existing TypeScript code bases. Check the README for instruction on how to build and run TSC and the language server, and to see a summary of what's implemented so far. We will be posting regular updates as new functionality become available for testing. How much faster? A native implementation is already capable of loading many popular TypeScript projects, including the TypeScript compiler itself. Here are times to run TSC on some popular code bases on GitHub of varying sizes. While we are not yet feature complete, these numbers are representative of the order of magnitude performance improvements you will be seeing checking most code bases. We are incredibly excited about the opportunity that this massive speed boost creates. Features that once seemed out of reach are now within grasp. This native port will be able to provide instant comprehensive error listing across an entire project, support more advanced refactorings, and enable deeper insights that were previously too expensive to compute. This new foundation goes beyond today's developer experience and will enable the next generation of AI tools to enable enhanced development, powering new tools that will learn, adapt, and improve the coding experience. Editor speed: most developer time is spent in editors, and it's where the performance is most important. We want editors to load large projects quickly and respond quickly in all situations. Modern editors like Visual Studio and Visual Studio Code have excellent performance as long as the underlying language services are also fast. With our native implementation, we'll also be able to provide incredibly fast editor experience. Again, using the Visual Studio Code codebase as a benchmark, the current time to load the entire project in the editor on a fast computer is about 9.6 seconds. This drops down to about 1.2 seconds with the native language service, and 8x improvement in project load time in editor scenarios. What this translates to is a faster working experience from the time you open your editor to your first keystroke in any TypeScript code base. We expect all projects to see this level of improvement in load time. Overall memory usage also appears to be roughly half of the current implementation, though we haven't actively investigated optimizing this yet and expect to realize further improvements. Editor responsiveness for all language service operation, including completion list, quick info, go to the definition, and find all references, will also see significant speed gains. We'll also be moving to the language server protocol, a long-standing infrastructural work item to better align our implementation with other languages. Versioning roadmap: our most recent TypeScript releases was TypeScript 5.8, 5.9 coming soon. The JS based code base will continue development into the 6.x series, and TypeScript 6.0 will introduce some deprecation and breaking changes to align with our upcoming native code base. When the native codebase has reached sufficient parity with the current TypeScript, we will be releasing it as TypeScript 7.0. This is still in development, and we will be announcing stability and feature milestone as they occur. For the sake of clarity, we'll refer to them simply as TypeScript 6, JS and TypeScript 7 native. Since this will be the nomenclature for the foreseeable future, you may also see us refer to Strada, the original TypeScript codename, and Corsa, the codename for this effort, in internal discussions or code comments. While some projects may be able to switch to TypeScript 7 upon release, others may depend on certain API features, legacy configuration, or other constraints that necessitate using TypeScript 6. Recognizing TypeScript's critical role in JS development ecosystem, and we will be maintaining the JS codebase in the 6.x line until TypeScript 7 plus reaches sufficient maturity and adoption. Our long-term goal is to keep this version as closely aligned as possible so that you can upgrade to TypeScript 7 as soon as it meets your requirements, or follow back to TypeScript 6 if necessary. Next steps in the coming months, we'll be sharing more about this exciting effort, including deeper looks into performance, a new compiler API, LSP, and more. We have written up some FAQs on GitHub repo to address some questions we expect you might have. We also invite you to join us for an AMA at the TypeScript community Discord at 10 p.m. PTD, 5 p.m. UTC on March 13th. A 10x performance improvement represents a massive leap in the TypeScript and JavaScript development experience, so we hope you are as enthusiastic as we are for this effort. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Bye.